satisfied.
What makes you happy?
Because my learners will be learned by through my teaching approach.
Thank you. As agreed last time, we will have our observation today at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. Can you still remember what's the purpose of having a post-conference?
The purpose is to give feedback and guidance to improve my teaching.
Okay, very good. Congratulations for that. Okay. First, I would like to, I said congratulations because there are a lot of observations I was able to make. Number one is, I love the way you start the lesson. You are using localized and attractive instructional materials. And you know what happened? The learners are very attentive and they really participate. Remember that in your magic bag, when they pick up real objects and then they name the objects. Okay? Now, as agreed, this activity is being video recorded.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? The purpose of using the video recorder is that I would like to analyze also my performance as your supervisor. And if it's okay for you later, I would like to invite you to join me in analyzing my performance using the video. If it's okay for you.
I try my best.
Okay. Now, during our observation, as agreed during our first conference, I am going to collect data, and then that data will be divided into 4. Your questioning style, your classroom management, your presentation of the lesson, and your assessment of student learning. And then I try to use cause and effect relationship. This is something we have not done before, right? Okay. Although I'm still using clinical observation before, but this is somewhat different and this is the correct steps in using it. That's why I'm sharing it for you. First and foremost, I would like to thank you again for saying yes to be my partner in having this assignment in mind. Okay? Okay. Let's start in your questioning style. You give a meaningful situation. You show the position of the objects, then you ask related questions. And the effect, learners were able to answer. Right? Okay. That is something good. Some questions were confusing to the student to answer. Effect, all pupils were not able to answer right away. Why do you think? What makes it confusing?
I think that some of my delivery in the lesson, the using of on and in.
What's the problem in the delivery?
I think I will give more examples, focusing on one position.
Okay. Can you still remember when you have the table and then you have a lot of objects?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you introduce, I have here a glass. I will place it beside the saucer and the plate. Then you ask, where is the glass? The pupil was not able to answer right away because they are confused, because there are mineral bottle, there is a cell phone, there is a Barbie doll. How do you improve that next time?
Next time, I will put only in my table the things, the plate, the glass, and the in between is the 4, the 3 objects.
Okay, the rest will be
out.
okay. Thank you. That's a good reflection. Meaning, we can help our students give the response right away because it is already given. It is demonstrated. The problem there is that they are confused in answering because a mineral water bottle is near the glass. Okay? So, thank you. Okay. In your classroom management, let's talk about it, okay? Learners answered not incomplete sentence, and then you appreciated. The effect, the next pupils called to answer followed the same pattern of answering. Okay? So, what do you think? How can you improve on that?
I will improve by introducing how to construct simple sentence
Okay. So, you are going to guide.
to guide
To
them.
guide. So, on the first time that when you ask a question, and if the pupil's way of answering is not correct, it is our role, your role to guide how to answer. For example, asking, where is my cell phone? Okay, I place my cell phone in my pocket. Where is my cell phone? So the child will answer, in the pocket. So you can guide the child by saying, okay, your cell phone is in your pocket. Okay? So that the rest of the pupil, what will be called later, can follow the correct way of answering. Why do you think we need to encourage our learners to answer completely?
In order to know them how to communicate the individuals.
To help their communication develop, because communication must be developed in the early years. Okay? So this is grade 3 din as simple as that. Second, you focus on a group of students. Effect, students being focused on paid attention. Other students just very silent sitting. Can you still remember how many pupils were able to participate?
Yes, ma'am. I think yung siguro ma'am, ang the rate in a group activity, it should be according to their skills or levels na you know how to draw, like, that is one group.
What do you mean by according to their level?
Kanang level in their skills.
Yeah. How are you supposed to do that in the grouping?
It should be in a group. It should be in group 1. They are constructing, they are put only, supply only the correct prepositions. Then group 2, they draw, I will give them a phrase, example, under the table. So the ball is under the table. So the group will draw the sentence.
Okay, thank you. Actually, what you are talking about is the multiple intelligences of the learner, the diversity of learners now. In the grouping, can you still remember how you group them?
We group them na. Okay.
How did you group them?
Ano lang ma'am?
How are you supposed to improve that so that you will be able to discover? Sometimes, actually in nature, learners are intelligent, but we need to awaken. So we need to provide meaningful activities wherein their intelligences will fit according to you. That is their their learning style. There are those who just want to draw. There are those who just want to sing, just want to play, but still the topic is still targeted to your lesson, which is using preposition. So how would you improve that?
I think to improve in my group activity, I will, I will group them in skills, skills na ang mga bata na yung marunong mag-draw. So it's the group 1. Then another, yung the average, they will can I ask? Okay, siguro mama, ang sa average, okay, another activity, so we they can make a sentence using the preposition. Then in the third group, they can sing using the preposition, or they can make a rap using the preposition.
Okay. Can you still remember na one girl joined this group here, the group of Jaja, I think. Then you let her transfer to another group. What does it mean?
Because
What is in your mind when that little girl wants to join this group?
I think yung little girl, I think gusto siya kay Jaja.
Okay, thank you. Actually, in the multiple intelligences, this is how we are supposed to group. For example, all you have to do, the rule is to introduce. Okay, this is for group 1. Okay, this group, you are going to create a rap using this one. Okay, and then second group, you are going to draw based on the instruction given. Then the leader will be, no? Because we teachers knew already who are those good in art, who are those good in music, who are those who are linguistic. So in grouping, we can already identify who will be the leader in this group. And then by presenting, for example, group 1, this is your activity, it's up for the learners to choose which group they would like to join. So in the case of that little girl, what are you supposed to do? She wants to join this group. Correct. Right? Meaning, we will not force the children to go in that group, to work with that, when her intelligence doesn't fit with that group. And remember, that girl, as I observed before, is not so fast, slow learner. Meaning, she can learn well, she can work with Jaja. Sometimes we need to consider that. Although there are times na we also would like her to learn with another group. But there are times that we need to adjust. We need to be, what is that? Is it term? We need to be flexible to understand the need of the learner so that they will learn. Okay? Okay. Now, in your group, you give each group a small activity sheet. Right? Effect, only the assigned leader answered the activity. Thus, others were deprived the opportunity of learning. What can you say about that? Did you notice that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I think that to improve that activity should be in a big, it should be implemented in a big, to be clear by the people.
Everybody, yes? Okay. Then before starting the activity, what are you supposed to do?
Before starting, I will assign in every group. They assign their leader, reporter, and secretary. I forget that one.
Okay. Then what's your role as a teacher during that group activity?
The role of the teacher is only to
Facilitate. Did you facilitate?
Yes.
Okay, I love that. At least you have noticed that.
Yes.
So next time, what you are supposed to do?
To facilitate in every group.
Okay, go around and see that, make sure that the group is working cooperatively. Not only the leader who will answer. I hope you notice that this group finished early because it's the leader who answered it and presented it. Now in the presentation, who presented the output?
The leader.
Still the leader. So how about the others? Okay, so
I forgot the reporter or the reporter.
yeah, correct. I like that. At least you know it. Okay? Now, in the presentation of your lesson, you use localized and attractive material, diba? That's something good. Then your instructional materials is clear and attractive in the beginning. That's why many of the learners really participate. They wanted to start, no? Okay. Your lesson as planned is properly followed. Congratulations. Very good. As we planned it, you followed it. The result, your lesson activity runs smoothly. In fact, you're able to finish on time. Okay, you're able to manage your time. Okay? But in the developing of the lesson, poor visual aids was used. When I say poor, in your chart, you have this illustration but very, very small. Your chart is very, very small. So student at the back, the effect, student at the back cannot see. So this little girl there is keep on keeping. She wants to stand, but she cannot stand because she's ashamed to be scolded. That's the reason why she wanted. So how will you improve that?
Print with a big picture to be seen by everyone.
So when we send picture, make sure it is visible at the back, especially those little children at the back. I have noticed that there are small kids ba, short people sitting at the back. How? What is in your mind? So that they can see.
They like to sit at the back, ma'am.
So maybe we could also encourage them.
I encourage them to sit their chair in front because of their height. They want to teacher. We want to sit there. Okay.
You got it. Okay. In your assessment of the student, okay, there was formal assessment of the learners using activity sheets, individual activity sheets. It is illustrated. Very good. The effect, student learning was measured. You were able to measure it. And there were 4 pupils need remediation. What is your plan for them?
Need to remediate.
Yeah. How will you do the remediation? Using the lesson.
In my vacant time, I will pull the 4 pupils and I use the material in the subject na preposition.
Okay. So, when will it be? What time of the day?
After class.
During your remediation. Okay. That's something that just make sure that these children will not be bullied by the others.
Yes, ma'am.
So that others will not notice. And sometimes they utter negative things. That's why those are hurt will not come back to school again. Okay? So I am very happy of the Kuan because I have seen your growth and development.
Thank you, ma'am.
Especially in the Kuan, in the lesson planning as we planned during our pre-con, there are some suggestions. You were able to follow it. Okay? Only that there are some for you to improve. So what are those improvements that you need? Can you still recall?
Ma'am, the activity sheets, it should be in the group activity, it should be in a big and visible.
Okay, visible
Then-
format. Okay. Then,
And some pictures, it should be in a big picture that can be seen to everybody. Most likely the back, the children at the back. Then
during
activity, it should be the teacher facilitate in every group.
So you go around.
Go around.
Facility. Okay. How about in throwing questions?
Teacher should, I think that in throwing questions, asking the hats questions
No, ask questions for
for the children.
fast learners. So meaning you should know whom to throw this question. This question is a little bit difficult, and this is for her, this is for them. And this question is a little bit lower, good for those who seldom participate. But I love the way you are appreciating those answering. Okay? What is important is that during class hour, every child should have a chance to answer. Meaning, do not let Rafael answer for how many times. Give a chance for others so that everybody could speak. Okay. Can I see these things? Okay. According to you, next time your activity sheets for group activity must a little bit bigger to be seen by all. And then you will go around and facilitate, make sure that it's not only the leader who is answering it. Okay? Now in the grouping, in the presentation of the activity, make sure that the children will be grouped according to their skill. Okay, but of course there are times that we need to encourage them to join with the other group, and then you're facilitating skill in group activity. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
and then how about in your remediation? Right after assessment, upon noticing that there are learners who are left behind, you're supposed to
Yes, ma'am. Therefore,
you're supposed to apply remediation. So, can I see these things again later, maybe somewhat in June?
yes, ma'am.
Huh?
I promise.
Okay. I would like to see these things in June, meaning I am encouraging you, I am challenging you that next observation of ours, the same approach, clinical supervision, I would like to see this.
Yes, ma'am.
That you will be improved in your activity sheets preparation, in your instructional materials, in your facilitating skill. Okay? And so maybe next time, as we agreed, I would like to invite you to join me in my post-conference analysis. So you can help me analyze my performance as your instructional supervisor. Okay? Thank you so
Thank you, ma'am.
much.